Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cult for episode 35 of On the Backs of Gods. As we know, I will celebrate all 0 and 5 numbers. Very exciting. I am your DM, Jillian, and we have our players, same as always. We have Frank, Kyle, Mac, Josh, and Christo. Hopefully, Abby Saga will be joining us shortly, but we'll see, magic and whatnot. Who knows what'll happen? I am going to go ahead and casually describe what happened last time because we ended on a very common casual note last session. So the party had made their way into the Reach, which is an orc stronghold inside of a cave system. While venturing deeper, the party ends up confronting a huge corrupted monstrosity that is formed just of bits of orcs that had been crushed under the rocks of a landslide and had formed into one horrific, terrible being. The party is then thrown into a huge combat fighting against the party, half of them hiding within a tower, which occasionally is filled with a bunch of tiny pieces of orcs that just, when exploding, blind you. The good stuff. Hard fight. There's not super much to talk about. A few people went down. A few people got brought back up. Some people fell out of the sky. But in the end, the party was able to take down this horrible monstrosity and came out of it with no casualties. There was some heart-to-hearts had as Gorbjorn takes out his frustration on this monster and ends up finding inside the twisted body of this thing his father's arm, which he instantly turns to paste. It takes a minute. You guys gather your supplies, you take what you want to take, and you start burning everything. You guys begin to exit the cave after some beautiful friendship bracelets and also a big group hug. You make your way forward. You also mercy kill the poor creatures that were inside of the cages. And as you exit or get near the exit of the cave, an item falls in front of you on the ground, palm-sized circle, little wick at the top, making a soft hissing sound. Gorbjorn, being the first to react, runs forward to kill it, causing this bomb to explode. Without any more reactions, the bomb goes off. Gorbjorn's arm is fully dislocated. Gorbjorn, currently you're down to one arm. You cannot hold with a weapon with both hands. 3 party members go flying. Tordrek, Saga, and Roshan. You can hear as some of them hit hard and skid across the ground, unmoving as blood begins to stain their clothing as they lay prone on the ground. 3 of you remain up. Gorbjorn with his dislocated arm, Fenn, yay, and Nanna. Currently, you all stand with this terrible ringing in your ears, your vision unfocused as you try to gather yourselves back up. And a man walks into view near the entrance of the cave and introduces himself as Eagle. You can see the man standing there as your vision begins to focus again, and you can see in one hand he is holding another one of these circular objects with a wick. And he kind of looks over the group very quickly. Now, it's best to let me finish talking. If anyone moves, I send my boys in. And sad to say, they will clean up shop. So I advise everyone to stay still. Is that doable? Honey, you're muted. You're going to need to speak up. It's not helping. You're not loud enough for me to hear you over the ringing in the ears.
That is preposterous. Sorry, I went with the wrong accent there. Can we at least tend to our people? Can we make sure that they don't bleed out on the floor?
I would love death saving throws from the people on the floor.
Please?
Welcome in, Saga. Death saving throw, please.
Sounds good.
Heck yeah. Tell me what you guys get.
Fail.
Hell yeah.
Fail.
Good.
Do I have to?
Yes. Give me that death saving throw.
I really hate rolling these.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
Is it just?
No,
yeah,
you don't.
Can you please roll it?
I will
'Cause cannot
certainly
use
roll
them
it
on
for
purpose.
you.
Yes, please do.
I will. Sadly, it is a failure.
God.
So 3
Let's
failures
go.
across the board. Currently still alive, but slowly starting to lose life.
Can we please? They're in a bad way, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't think I've finished talking.
Say what you want, please.
You can see this man in front of you, darkly colored clothes, a bit purplish in tone, blending in pretty well to the shadow. You can also see that there is a bit of a reddish undertone to the skin, and on high points like the tops of the cheeks, it turns into like a deeper red, and it doesn't look like it's a flush. It just seems to be part of the skin coloration. He also has shaved sides of the head and very intricate braids in the center going down to very long hair. And you can see what some of you would know is the telltale sign of a tiefling. On the sides of the head, almost the appearance of when you get a fossil of a swirling seashell. It is like slightly risen on the sides, prominent, but does not protrude from the head like a normal tiefling's horns would. It is just a design almost etched into the skin.
Kind of like ram
Normally-
horns, how they go back like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like ram horns, but just set fully in. And very similar to skin tone. Normally, if you've ever met a tiefling, you don't know you did, because it is not something that you just proudly flaunt. This would be the first time probably ever seeing matter-of-fact tiefling. He smiles. You must be Nanna. I'll move along. So I'm going to give you an option here. I'm speaking directly to you, Nanna, if that's okay. Either my boys can come in and we can finish up, because that's what we were hired to do. Or you lay down your weapons and you lay down. We will heal your friends, but you're coming with me. I'm a businessman.
All right, businessman. Who is it who hired you? We at least deserve to know.
It looks like your friends are bleeding out pretty quick, Nanna. Would you like me to answer your questions, or would you like to lay down?
Fine. Nanna will comply.
You two?
Fenn's gonna take his bow and the one remaining spear he has off his back and throw them on the ground, and he turns to face Saga, and he's gonna try and hide his kukri underneath his jerkin a little bit.
Roll sleight of hand. That jumped right out of the plate. Okay.
17.
Okay. You casually try to slip your kukri and hide it in your clothing. The man focuses then on you, Gorbjorn. Your friends are laid down, and the rest of them don't look too hot.
I am gonna go on one knee kind of thing and awkwardly kind of like try to get down while there's a coffin on my back and I only have one arm. And
Just at a slight angle, propped up by the coffin.
it's like I'm willing to comply, but this is gonna be an awkward minute of me trying to figure out how to lay down for a second. But
There we go. Easy enough. Thank you for complying. You guys are going to survive. Good on you. And he whistles, and you watch as 5 men walk in from the entrance of the cave. Come on, quick step. Dead people ain't getting me more money. And these guys run forward, going first to the people who are conscious. And as a guy runs by, you watch Eagle turn to face him. One over there's an elf. And the guy's like, and you watch as they run over, and they go over to you, and the first thing all of you feel is a prick into your skin.
What are you doing?
Transport. Nanna and Gorbjorn, Nanna faster than Gorbjorn, but both of you fall into unconsciousness.
Fuck.
Fenn, you are also given a prick to the neck, but you do not fall into unconsciousness. Your body freezes fully. You cannot move. You're paralyzed.
Here we go again.
I'd put you to sleep if I could. And you watch as he's like, the others, quick. And you watch as only person who can watch now is Fenn. Fenn watches as the people run out, and it looks like they give them potions. It does not look like the potions you have used. There's something different about them in like color tone. They seem to be just much more muted. All right. You watch as your friends begin to be tied up, hands behind the back. You also watch as these men pull out what looks like little like tins of black grease paint and begin to paint runes over each party member's mouth. And one of them comes over to you, does the same thing, paints this rune over your mouth, ties your hands together. Eagle steps forward. All right, boys, easy enough. We were kind of hoping maybe they just wouldn't come out of the cave and we could have something to scrape off the floor, but you know, it is what it is. Eagle walks around and it looks like he's checking each individual person. One moment I have to go to my notes. Perchance one moment. Fenn, as you lay there, you watch as Eagle makes his way over to the group of men. And he's like, be on your best behavior. You're going to have a watcher the whole time. Now, go over this once more. You meet my contact, buy yourselves a drink, bring payment as proof, and we will be finished in Olafsveller. That doable? And you see the men kind of like grunt and mumble. You see that these are big fucking dudes, especially compared to Eagle, who's a decent sized guy, but like some of these guys are just so freaking beefy and tall looking. Eagle looks over at Fenn. Sorry, honestly would have put you to sleep if I could. And you watch as Eagle's body starts to shimmer. Well, I'm out of time. Have a good trip. And Eagle's body just fully disappears. And then you watch as you and your friends are picked up and removed from the cave. Tell me what's going on in Fenn's head.
Fenn is not liking being touched, particularly on the face, by strangers. But he is having, at the same time as that discomfort that being touched and being touched by strangers and being touched on the face is causing him. He's having flashbacks to being paralyzed, held by Bragi in the past, as well as the nightmare that he had in the Tomb of Odin, where he was paralyzed. So Fenn's not doing so great mentally right now. Am I able to move any part of my body? Could I speak or grunt? Or
you can't even blink. You are completely seized up at this moment.
Okay. Gonna keep trying that and see if I can wiggle fingers and toes as this goes on.
Okay. A man lifts you up like with one arm and pulls you outside and unceremoniously drops you on the ground. You watch as these men go to each of your companions, removing weapons, items, and armor, which is promptly thrown in a bag.
The trying to watch out of the corner of my eye to see what's going on with Ave's casket.
Yeah, you're in a pretty advantageous position because you're just basically all thrown together. You can see that it is currently on Gorbjorn's back. You watch as one of the men comes over with a knife and like cuts off the straps that Gorbjorn was using as a backpack. And one of the guys is like, "What do you think's in that?" One guy shrugs. And you watch as they pick it up and put it onto like a hand-drawn cart. You then watch as each of your companions, after being searched, is very unceremoniously joining the box into this hand-drawn cart. I am going to give... Somebody is going to search you, Fenn. I'm giving them advantage. And you rolled a 17 on your sleight of hand?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to see how dumb these boys are, is where we are currently. How dumbs, boys? Who knows? Okay. Fenn, they take your armor. You see your bow thrown into a bag. Your kukri is not taken. It is just like the guy like hits your belt and he's like, belt, and just after searching so many people, not very bright. What ends up happening is, Fenn, you're loaded up on top and you see one of the guys looking at you and he's like, should we like close his eyelids or something? And you just have 3 dudes looking at you, deciding which would be preferable. And one of the guys reaches up and closes your eyes. Fenn, you get to experience the whole ride as the cart shuffles forwards for what you believe is probably hours. It is hard to keep track of time.
This is adding to the madness because, again, Fenn's not meditating at this point. He's not having any visions.
Yeah.
It is darkness, and that's not something that Fenn's used to.
Yeah. The rest of you sit in unconscious darkness. Except you, Roshan. There's that strange sensation between like dream and wake. You can't see or hear any of the world around you, but it just feels like your head is resting in a lap and somebody is gently shushing you, calming you in this dark place that you sit where you can see and hear nothing else.
Roshan will like test his eyes, try to see if they're closed or open because he cannot see.
As you're laying there, you go to open your eyes and truly you're not sure if they are opening or closing because the world around you is like pitch black. But there just is the feeling of touch and sound. Those are the senses still with you.
He will then test his voice to see if he can make any noises. Probably like just some humming, like
You can hear yourself sort of, it's more of like an echo in your mind, but you are making sound.
Who's there?
The shushing stops. I don't know. And you feel someone stroke your hair. I don't know. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And you can hear just multiple soft voices coming from the same source.
So you're not going to tell me who you are?
I'm not sure who I am.
Are you the shadow?
I have been watching you. I have been following you. I think I am. I am maybe your shadow.
Can you help me?
I will try. And then the humming picks up again. Soft hummings, gentle shushing as this thing tries to comfort you. Fenn, you get to hear everything now. It's all just auditory. And after a few hours of travel, you can hear somebody say, second round, and you end up feeling another prick in your neck.
Do I recognize any of these voices at all? Can I recognize a dialect, a regional, anything? I'm not very well traveled, but I do get traders into town every once in a while. And
go ahead and roll history for me.
13.
The people with you currently have a mishmash of accents that you would associate with mostly the West, but maybe some people that you've maybe casually heard speaking that are a bit more from the East. The accent that stood out the most was Eagle's accent.
Okay.
And you think Eagle is probably, and you're not sure because once again, you don't meet a lot of people from there, but it sounds like what you would have heard from the mouth of hell, from the island up north.
Okay. And before I get that second shot, am I able to wiggle fingers and toes? Am I able to get my eyes open before
Go
then?
ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. 9.
No. You start to get that sensation of when like your fingers are starting to wake up where they just like kind of the static. But again, this needle is inserted and you end up going back to fully stuck. And the thing is, you can feel discomfort. You are uncomfortable and can feel it thoroughly. This is not dampening sensation for you. As you are moved forward, you can still feel the injuries from the explosion, from the fight. They are all still present for you. Travel continues on and you are completely stuck. You don't feel any movement from your friends around you. You can tell that they also get stuck with more needles. There's even a moment where it seems like they stop and you hear the sounds of setting up camp. You can hear the sounds of a fire. Your body ends up getting like stretched out so that you're not just crunched up inside this cart the whole time. And you end up laying there through the night, getting snippets of conversation. Yes, Gorbjorn?
So we got a long rest, right? Because we've been asleep for so long.
Raise his hand. Hey, have I had a long rest or? So I'm gonna tell you what you guys are gonna end up getting because it's a little different for everybody.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you know what? While everybody's chilling at camp, because you're all chilling at camp right now, I'll go ahead and tell you what you are able to get during this journey. If after the explosion you were conscious and then injected with drugs that made you fall asleep, you get a full rest.
Cool.
If you were somebody who was unconscious, then given the injection, you're going to take a level of exhaustion and you can have a short rest. Fenn.
Yep.
You are going to have 2 exhaustion and you can take a short rest.
Can I use hit dice on that short rest?
Oh, 100%. All of you use them hit dice. Please.
Please.
Oh, please. Fenn, as you lay sort of awkwardly on the ground, unable to move, just listen. And there's the smell of like the burning wood on the fire, and you can hear them cooking food, which you can smell slightly. You hear them talking to each other, and they seem to truly not care that you can hear them or have completely forgotten. It does not seem to be something they are trying to hide from you in the slightest as they talk about just the things they're doing and what they're up to. None of it seems to like correlate too much to work until you hear a guy go, "Why not? I know a better contact. Higher pay. We sell them to this person and then we take the extra money." And he kind of looks over, "And the pretty ones will cost more." And you can hear all the men sort of mumbling and talking to each other. And it's like, "You're right, Chirm. You're a brilliant fuck." And you can hear the sound of somebody clapping somebody on the back. And it seems like, from what you're picking up, there might have been a change of plans. The night passes. You hear them set up watch. And throughout the night, without fail, more needles. Constant stab throughout the night. As Fenn, it is hard for you to get your brain to go into the meditation state, just having to lay there. More time passes. It's difficult to tell. You have a pretty good sense of time just for your abilities. And it's an incredibly terrible
joyride
It's a
that
terrible-
we take to freedom.
Yeah! It's terribly exciting, you see.
So
Fun-filled romp for the whole family.
It's a
I
terrible
rolled
thing
hit
that we all
dice.
wake up from our unconsciousness well rested, and
We just go on our merry way.
What, Josh?
I rolled hit dice, and I only get a D8, and I rolled 3 8s in 4 dice.
Ooh.
So I'm doing pretty
Hello,
good.
everybody.
Yeah,
You all know I
that's
can't
good.
hear
Hey,
you the second I
Jillian.
jump back in.
Right, right.
But I'm just
I
going to
rolled all
repeat
my
what I
dice.
said, is that Fenn, with your being able to tell what time of day it is for a good bit of this travel, you know that it has been something akin to 2 days. 2 days of being unable to move. You never hear anything from any of your companions. And eventually you feel like a stronger hit of sun on your face.
can I interrupt just a second? Can I still
Sure.
feel that my companions are there, kind of like stacked with me?
Oh, yeah.
And can I feel warmth on them like they're alive? Like, can I feel warmth coming off of their bodies?
Yes.
Okay, so even though they're unconscious, I'm not freaking out at the moment that they're dead. I'm just worried about how hurt they might be.
Yes.
Okay.
On the second day, after being jostled around in this cart, you can feel a bit more sun hit your face. And you hear a guy say, "Get him up in the cart." And you feel as you are picked up and transferred to a new vehicle. This time you are sitting up on what feels like a bench, and your hands are tied to something in front of you, transferred forwards. You can hear as these men transfer more bodies. You can feel 2 people next to you on this side. And you hear the sound of a soft wooden door closing, and then the sound of a cart going into motion. You believe that from the sound you're hearing that you're on the road now. You're fully out of the woods. You've sort of gotten used to the timing of when you get pricked with this needle, and it doesn't happen. And you are the first person in the group to be, we're just going to say, conscious. Back to fully conscious. Yeah, there's a point where you are then again able to open your eyes trying to get used to, after 2 days of darkness, the world around you. And you can see all of your companions and you inside of a wooden cage cart. So there's kind of bars around you, and all of your hands are tied to metal loops in the center of the cart.
Tied with ropes or manacled with steel?
You are currently manacled with steel. It doesn't look like new fancy, like, ooh, look how nice these are, but it is steel.
Okay. Is there any rope in this, or is there like manacled together and then steel chain and then tethered to whatever we're on, or is there a weak
it is
link
a
in this?
steel manacle, steel chain into a
Okay.
steel little circle. But you can see that your ankles are tied with rope.
Does he
Okay.
see Ave?
Yeah, if you take a look around, I can describe what you see.
Yeah. Well, what time of day is it? First question, and then, I mean, full light or approaching twilight, or
It's like early afternoon.
okay. And yeah, do we see? Yeah, please describe what we see.
I'd love to. You see all of your companions who look terrible. You can see that whatever healing they were given barely stitched them together. It seems the intention was not to fully heal. You can see that nobody is like actively bleeding, but most of them have their clothes stained in blood, which has dried by this point. You can see that Gorbjorn's arm is still dislocated. You can see that. Let me look at these boys. You can see a very heavy blood stain next to Saga's stomach, where it looks like something during the explosion stabbed into the skin. You can also see that it looks like if there was like small shrapnel, it looks like there's damage sort of around like Tordrek's like cheeks and forehead. And you can also see that Roshan has just like a verily a very bruised like side of the head. But everyone seems to be breathing, but are stuck in the same chains as you.
And the bag that I presume they put all of our gear in, is there anything identifiable as where that might be?
Yeah, you can see that towards the back of, so closer to where the drivers are. There is a little bit of space where you can see there's a few bags set up. You can see all your backpacks there. And you can see propped up in that area, taking up a good chunk of it. It looks like, God, how long did it take them to figure out how to get it there? You see Ave's casket. I'll also give you the information that you can see the 5 men. 3 of them are on the front of this cart, and there's 2 of them on y'all's horses along the sides. I'd love everybody to roll a Constitution save and throw.
What's the DC?
Oh God, really?
Um,
Here, can I just take
Ben,
that?
I apologize. You're
Oh,
good.
not me.
Yeah, not you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Damn, I
right.
wasted it.
Was it con check or con save?
Save.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's the same for me anyway. And I rolled shit.
What do we got?
4.
6.
16.
Was that a 2?
And Saga?
7.
Gorbjorn, you are the next to wake up. Let me
I'm
see.
hungry.
Oh yeah, you incredibly fucking hungry. Gorbjorn, your arm is still dislocated and fucking hurts. But you can see the situation that you're in. You are currently, like, if Fenn is on the middle of the right bench, you are on the furthest back of the left bench, is where you are. So you guys are angled to each other. Fenn, you can see Gorbjorn start to wake up.
Yawn. And I'm trying to keep my voice down, but if anything, hopefully it sounds like grunting or something to anybody outside, not actual speech.
Yeah, and the rune that is painted on everyone's mouths is this.
Does that have any significance to me? Do I know what that is if I can see it on everybody's face?
You're welcome to roll Arcana.
Okay. Let's see here. Nope.
Yeah, no.
That's a
You'll
that's a
have to
total of
wait.
a 4.
Yep.
You'll have to
You're
wait for somebody educated in the arcane arts to wake up.
Yeah, no idea. Fenn and Gorbjorn, you sort of both see that you're currently the only ones awake.
Am I still wearing the bangle that Gorbjorn gave me, or did they confiscate that as well?
Oh, they certainly confiscated that. That was
How
shame.
fucking dare they?
They don't know it's your friendship bracelet. I don't think
How
they care. But
Fucking dare they?
I don't know.
Gorbjorn, are you all right?
My arm hurts, but I'm awake. Where are we?
We're all tied to the center post. Can I reach him?
It's not like a center post. It is a piece like on the ground
Okay.
of the cart.
Can I reach Gorbjorn's hand?
Not easily. You guys could probably like boop fingers, but that's about it.
Okay.
Kind of holding like hands stuck in the center together. So you could kind of like bump knuckles if you tried real hard.
Try to touch my hand. Try to touch my fingers with your bad arm. Can you push yourself forward just enough?
I will reach out as far as I can.
All right. And if we're able to touch and I'm able to get fingertips on him, I'm going to use my final first level spell to cast Cure Wounds on his damaged arm.
What do we need with cure wounds? Like what are is it like
It's just touch.
Components.
Verbal and
okay.
somatic, and it's a touch spell.
Verbal
Okay.
and somatic.
cool. Yeah, I'm going to say if it's just a gentle brushing of fingers, you're able to touch knuckles, nothing happens.
Okay.
Can I just reset my arm like against the bench I'm sitting on, just like pop it in kind of thing?
Do I still lose the spell slot then if I
you do
try
not
to do
lose
enough?
you do not lose the spell slot.
Okay.
It just does not go off.
Okay.
Yeah, Gorbjorn, either give me medicine or just straight strength, whichever one.
Oh no! Why did I have to roll bad? So that's like a 9 total, but damn, I wish I used the other die.
Yeah, should have used the other die, dude. That one needs to go in dice jail.
So your shoulder's like dislocated backwards because of the explosion. So it's like sent it back, and you're like, okay, I just have to pull against the chain hard enough, and it'll snap it back. You go too far, and it just dislocates forward. So now you just set and then re-dislocate it.
Just like wincing like over, just like.
This is the worst.
You hear a guy chuckle on a horse next to you guys. They're full away.
Fucking asshole!
Gorbjorn, save your strength. Save your strength.
When can I try again?
You're gonna need a minute, but I'll let you try again in a little bit.
Push the roll.
Hey, but what if I do it again? You got the 8. I believe the 8 was the next highest. If anybody remembers who that was.
I had a 6.
It was a 7 for Saga, I believe.
Oh, I can't remember numbers. Saga, you are going to be the third person up. There is a horrible pain slightly to the left of your stomach. And as your head's sort of tilted down, the first thing you do see is this dark blood stain going across your stomach area. But you are fully chained in place, body aching, hungry, thirsty. And you can see that you are chained here, but you see Gorbjorn and Fenn are awake.
Hey, what happened?
We were taken. I'm not sure where we are. Can I tell what direction we're headed? By the position of the sun?
Yeah, probably, says Jillian, who needs to know what direction we're going.
Oh, they're just
direction are
traveling
we
up.
go?
We're just going into space. Like,
Oh,
going to the moon, boys.
You're going like, we're going to space, boys. You are currently going like east, maybe a little northeast, but east, which you would know is towards Olafsfeller.
Okay. We're still heading in generally the direction of Galanda, but we're not heading there anymore, and we're not doing so by our own accord. Gorbjorn is awake. I think you're the next to wake. I can't be certain if anyone else has woken this whole time, but I've not been able to meditate. I'm quite expended, quite exhausted. Does Saga still have the antlers?
They fell off.
Yeah, no, they are gone now.
Who's across from me?
Who's across from you? Let's roll.
Woo!
Across from you is Nanna.
Can I kick her awake? Like,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, easy enough, I think, because you all are on the verge. Nanna, you're up. As somebody kicks you.
Ow!
So that would put Nanna right next to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I reach my meditator symbol?
You try to pull your hands up, and you can't. So you kind of position yourself forward to like dislodge it from your shirt if it's there. You don't see it. You don't see your necklace there.
Oh no.
What happened?
Are you all right? Saga, are you okay?
They took my symbol. They took my latest.
It's
They
fine.
took
We'll get it all back. We'll get it all back. Are you all right?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Saga,
Lady
you're
Satyr?
bleeding.
Lady Satyr, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm so sorry. I'll try.
Saga,
need-
Saga, you did nothing wrong.
Something's wrong.
Something is wrong, yes, but you did not do it, okay?
They took the symbol. Something's wrong. Her symbol's not here anymore.
I think they took everything off us. After we were taken, I was sedated. I don't know what happened with everyone else, but I was sedated. I don't know what happened. But before that, there was an explosion. There was a bomb. Gorbjorn tried to stop it. It went off. It knocked you and Tordrict and Roshan flying. You were unconscious. And then we were set upon by someone called Eagle. They seemed to be different. Would tieflings be known in Galander?
I would say that you've at least heard of them. I would go out on a limb and say nobody in the party has seen a tiefling and at least known it was a tiefling.
Okay.
As you're talking, Tordrick, you start to come back into consciousness, and it is very difficult to get your eyes to focus. It is just, you can see the people closest to you. You can see your friends like an arm's length away, but your surroundings are just kind of blurred at this moment as you come into consciousness. And Roshan, you start to feel your body again and the discomfort that comes with that. And you hear a soft voice before you wake up. Oh, this is going to hurt so much. I'm so sorry. I would love to give some information to my people who were injured by the bomb and fell unconscious.
Oh no.
Currently, each of you has an injury. This can be fixed, but currently is not. Saga, you had a piece of rock that impaled you in the stomach. You can see that is where your largest injury was. And there's something so incredibly painful about that, just looking at that upon yourself, that it is a bit mentally taxing. whatever you have to roll for wild magic is 3 times higher. So if you're going to roll a first level spell, it's a 3, and so on and so forth currently, as you are not in the right faculties currently to control your wild magic. Roshan, from this kind of impact to the head, there's also some bruising that has gone along your markings around your neck and shoulders. Currently, you cannot use Radiant Soul. And I'm going to come back to you in just a second, Roshan. Tordrek, from the explosion, there was small bits of rock that got into your eyes. So currently, all of your spells except cantrips are touch. Whether it is healing or buffing or an attack, it is touch currently because you can't see far enough out. Now, keep in mind, all of you can be fixed, but that takes some magic. So
And
currently,
apparently we don't get to do that right now.
not currently. And Roshan, you wake up, and there's of course the pain from the explosion. But there is also something a little extra. You wake up sweaty and your body aches and you feel sick and a bit nauseous.
Oh no.
Currently, the side effects you have are you cannot take short rests, and you have disadvantage on all ability checks. And that is how you are currently taking your current position. But at this time, all of you are conscious.
Do we still have the level of exhaustion? The ones
Yes.
that,
If I gave you information about levels of exhaustion, or if you got a full rest or short rest, that still applies.
Who is to my left?
Good golly, I should draw it out so I don't forget.
Yeah. I would appreciate the visual aid.
Other side. Let me just go ahead and put you guys like this on a little thing so I can see it.
Yeah.
So Nanna is this way. Gorbjorn is here. Saga is here. Roshan Tordrek. So currently, one side, starting from the door, is Tordrek, Roshan, Gorbjorn. And starting from the door on the other side is Saga, Fenn, Nanna.
Okay, so Roshan's not going to throw up on me, probably. So that's good.
It would be hard to get to you.
All right.
I mean,
It would take some trick shot.
Take some exorcism vomit.
So
Yeah.
So Fenn is gonna kind of feign that he's like passing out onto Nana's shoulder a little bit, and he's just gonna very as quietly as he can, just, my kukri is in my jerkin. They didn't take it. If we need it, it's there.
All right.
And just, I'm very bad right now. I'm hurt. I'm exhausted. I'm not sure that if the time comes that I'll even be the right one to use it. I'm not sure I'll be awake when we arrive at the place we need to. If for whatever reason there is an opportunity, it's there. You can use it or get it into Gorbjorn's hands.
All right. Which side?
It's just
Gorbjorn's
under-
across from you. Nanna.
Okay.
It's tucked up under my shirt in the front, along my sternum. It's still sheathed, thankfully, after the manhandling that we underwent. But it's there. If you can get under my shirt, it's there.
All right. All right.
And Fenn just gonna kind of loll back and lean against the cage. Is the cage metal or wooden? Or
It is wooden. The cage
Okay.
itself is wooden. Solid, heavy wood, but it is wood.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do right now is just
So
because
something could be shattered. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
you can certainly try.
Well, if a significant impact hit it,
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying no to anything. I want to go down the line, and I just want to see how people are doing from some of our sort of newly awoken people. Um, Saga, I'd like to start with you. Can you kind of tell me what's going on with Saga, either what she's thinking, how she feels, if she's trying to do anything?
Uh, Saga's just been, ever since she woke up and talked to everybody, she's just been mumbling to herself, talking to Lady Satyr, asking for forgiveness and what she did wrong and what happened and what she missed, and she must have strayed from the path, but I thought she was on she saw the it's just she can't think of anything other than what happened and what she must have done and what she could do to make up for it. It's everything is bad. I don't know.
As you sit there, softly speaking your thoughts, hoping for forgiveness, unsure of what you did to deserve any of this, to be separated from Lady Satyr in this way as you feel. I'm going to skip over to Nanna, because Fenn, you've gotten to just experience the whole ding dang thing. You've gotten to feel so much. Nanna, tell me what you're either thinking, feeling, or currently, if doing anything. If do.
Well, there aren't very many options for do, but you know, guilt is kind of over everything else. She's constantly questioning if she made the right call. She's constantly questioning if there might have been something else that could have been done, some other way that this could have been addressed. She keeps trying to tell herself that there would have been no way for them to revive the 3 party members who went down without the healer, without then also incurring a probably fatal encounter. It's cold comfort. So she's trying to instead busy herself with trying to keep an eye on everyone else, try and assess their hurts, try and assess their needs, and she'll encourage Fenn to take his meditation. If there's any way that you can possibly rest yourself. I know it's taxing like this, but if you can try, you're the one of us who would be able to do it fastest.
Fenn's gonna absolutely try. I'll let the DM decide whether he's able to, bound in this position and having just gone through the trauma that he did for the past 3 days or so.
Yeah, I mean, Fenn can certainly start trying.
Yeah,
so you are currently attempting to.
Yes.
Hey, Gorbjorn.
Hi.
What you doing or feeling?
So, I am like that calm rage where everything is super clear to me right now. It's just like, I have a list to do, and I cannot rage right now because I do not know what it fucking does. But at the same time, if I just go ballistic, I'm not even at best fighting capacity, nor do I have my friends like free. So I'm like waiting for that like clear moment, that go sign from anybody to just fucking break out. So like he's at the moment trying to fix his arm to make things better.
Is there anything that, like, since Nanna's across from Gorbjorn, can she try to help him, like, yank the chain and pull his arm into socket?
You know what? Sure, but I want it to be you can have advantage, Gorbjorn, but it's a medicine check.
Oh.
That's cool.
I'll walk you through it. I had to do this once.
Run, don't walk.
Run you through it then.
13.
13. You do not think it is set by any means well. And you still think that it applies, that you still can't use the arm to the best of your ability, but it is no longer awkwardly out of place.
As long as I can punch, that's better than just dangling there.
I'd rather it sort of be somewhere, so it's at least now...
It's not nowhere, so that's better.
Closer to where it should be. Also, Roshan, thoughts, feelings?
So Roshan comes back to consciousness. His ears are ringing probably not from the explosion, but probably from the concussion that he probably has. And he feels like shit. Like,
Looks like
just
it too.
awful. Yeah, also looks like it. And
I mean, we all do, but you know.
with wild eyes, he's going to just try looking around and seeing if he sees a familiar shadow anywhere.
Go ahead and roll me perception.
Well, at disadvantage, that's a 7.
You feel
Buddy.
incredibly alone. You don't see the shadow anywhere.
Then he's just gonna sit there and feel like shit.
Valid. Tordrek, could you tell me what you're thinking, feeling?
Tordrick starts to move, looks out around him, and it's, well, the eyes don't work very good. I fell asleep, don't feel good. Looking out, he realizes that he can't see ahead of him very far, and what did we do to deserve that? What did I do to deserve this? Is there any... It's me, Tordrick. Is anybody around? I can't see very well.
Tordrick,
He's not
it's
talking
all right.
too loud. It's just if somebody can hear in a
Yes,
whispering.
it's okay. It's okay. We're here. We're all here. We were taken. Are you okay? What's wrong?
I can't see. Not too far in front of me.
Can I see him?
Blurry and it hurts so bad.
Oh yeah, Nanna, you can see him. It looks like sort of like, when very small, like pebble-like shrapnel hits skin. It is like that around Tordrek's eyes.
Or is whites or red?
Yeah. It looks like shrapnel got into his eyes. The eyes are still intact and fine, but he looks bad.
Yeah, it looks like you took some debris from the explosion in your face. It might have got in your eyes. I think we should be able to wash it out once we've got the use of our hands again.
Are the others all here?
Yes, all of
Are
us.
they close?
Oh,
A
friend.
couple right next to you, yes.
Yeah, Tordrick is currently on the edge, so it's just Roshan next to him, who's just sitting there silently like, I'm dying. I am fully dying right now.
So
You've got Roshan next to you.
I'm going to pray for all of us, and everybody. Whisper to the others that they should get close, as close to me. I will do it so they can hear me. And he's gonna do the prayer of healing.
Can Nanna try
Which,
to, like,
if it's
stretch a fingertip forward, try and touch his through the manacles?
Yeah, Tordrek, you start attempting to do this spell, and you instantly know something is wrong. You are unable to, like, tap into that part of yourself. You can feel that it's there, but something is sort of hindering you. So you are currently not able to cast a spell.
Did the rune on his mouth like glow at all or anything when he tried to do that?
Go ahead and roll me perception, Gorbjorn, as you're looking over at Tordrek.
Can more of
30-20.
us? Ooh,
Oh.
well, never mind. You got it.
Yeah, help. Gorbjorn. Who are you people?
Gorbjorn!
Gorbjorn.
Gordrecht.
There is that bit of just slight connection now, and you just see just a gentle shimmer kind of move across the rune painted over his mouth. You can see that they are, like, fully dried and would be difficult to, at least, like, you'd have to take it some time more than just trying to, like, rub it on your shoulder to get it off. Just aggressively licking lips, just like, let me heal. But yeah, Tordrick, there is something also just unsettling about being disconnected from the goddesses. There is just
I'm sure.
just a separation.
Tordrick?
So that's what he's going to attempt. And, obviously if it's not happening, then he'll end it with a bit of a frown.
What's wrong?
I couldn't connect. I couldn't connect with the sisters. There's something keeping me from it. I don't know what it is.
I can't say for sure. The only thing that I see that's really different aside from everyone's injuries seems to be this thing they drew over our mouths.
He's gonna, if he can, of course, if he's like manacled a certain way, but he's gonna touch his face, see if he can feel.
Yeah, you try. You're able to sort of get your just a fingertip against it, and you can feel even just mouth feel. You can feel that it's something is on your face. All of you can feel that. Saga, as you sit there trying desperately to connect to Lady Satyr, go ahead and roll me a religion check. And
Disadvantage?
do you have a disadvantage on the things?
I have exhaustion.
You right.
So I believe I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Curses, Abby! Why are you so honorable?
You all are great and honorable, and I appreciate it thoroughly, and I'm fully being terrible, so thank you guys for being good. Appreciate it.
And fitting with the current panic and the panic attack that is setting in, that is a 1.
There you go. Honestly, I'd like you to roll on the wild magic chart with a 1. I'd love you to roll on the wild magic chart. If you still have the chart, that would be thoroughly appreciated.
But, how does that work if she's been anti-magicked?
We're gonna see. I just want to see.
Oh, you know how it is.
You know how it is.
This just cuts off verbal components, kind of thing.
So, go ahead and let me know what is the level right now. Just a 1? Or...
No, I want you to roll on the chart.
Oh,
I want you to roll on the chart.
Sounds good. All right. Okay.
Second bomb.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Second bomb. Honestly, right now,
Unicorn. Come on, unicorn.
No, it makes sense. It does make sense. Oh no, this is so thematic. I am afraid of all creatures of my type for the next hour. So all humans I am afraid of. So Saga is full panic attack. She's just lightly shaking and pale and just sweating and looking at the ground, and she can't talk.
Yeah.
I count for half orcs.
Is it humans or humanoids? It's probably humans, maybe.
All creatures of the target's type. So
Technically humanoid.
Yeah, so we're gonna go just with humanoid in general at the moment.
Oh, baby!
It becomes instantly claustrophobic in this box. As you sort of disassociate, trying to just curl in on yourself. I don't feel good about any of it. I don't feel good.
Dillian's mom, save us!
Dillian's mom, please!
And then from the trees, Lisa jumps onto the cart.
Lisa joins the party! Bam, bam, bam!
As all of you sort of are kind of softly talking to each other and freaking out on different levels, you hear a guy in the front. Hey, let's keep it quiet back there, yeah?
Don't recall ordering a taxi.
I mean, if you're tipping at the end, I suppose.
Any chance we can hear where we're headed? Not that it matters to us, really.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I don't have any issues to share some details. You're not going anywhere.
I mean, exactly.
I think we are going somewhere, but...
Gorbjorn in his brain I'm certainly going somewhere. This guy's a fucking idiot.
This guy fucking maroon.
This fucking guy. Yeah, we're heading to Olafsvelle. Lucky you. Beautiful place.
Incredibly lucky. Any chance we can get word of who exactly sent the invitation?
Well, that doesn't sound real professional to me.
Oh, I mean, if we're expected to know how to behave when we arrive, it sort of matters a little.
Oh, when you arrive. Oh, that's peachy. That's fine. So we've decided, in your best interest, lucky for you, I happen to have some connections in Olafsvelle, and we're gonna sell you.
Oh, lovely.
Saga passes out.
Oh, baby!
Just-
And there she goes.
I really need to interject right here and find out if Fenn was successful in reaching meditation at this point, or if he's still struggling with it.
Oh, Fenn, you're currently meditating.
Okay,
It's
good. So I'm not
unpleasant
hearing.
and
I'm not hearing any of this. Okay, that's all. That's all I
Yeah.
needed to know.
Yeah, you're currently meditating. Any other questions? I'm feeling talkative and helpful, you know. Well, you know. Oh, we're gonna sell you.
Can
It's a
I
tough place.
I love
Look at him, and if he has any of my fucking treasure.
it.
Does he have any of your?
Any of the bangles I gave out? Or
Jillian,
like,
every
no, this
single
can't
bangle
be the
on?
shoes.
He's
This
wearing
can't be
every
the shoes
bangle.
again, Jillian. Jillian.
Every bangle on.
You look so fabulous.
He looks great.
it's like they're gritting teeth. What's your name?
Well, gosh, aren't you
Let
personable?
me look it up.
Pretty personable for a half-orc. I'm Chirm.
Chum,
Chum.
lovely to make your acquaintance. How is it you know Eagle?
Oh, you know, business associates.
Not terribly friendly ones, I gather.
He's a pretty okay guy. Hasn't done me wrong yet.
Oh, that's good.
So, in the middle of this conversation, Roshan is just going to try singing the most obnoxious song he can. I don't know the Norse version of the song that gets on everybody's nerves, but that's what he's going for.
I bet you could set that to the tune
I want
of.
you in my room. No, sorry.
Listen, we can't sing. We'll get muted. We're not allowed to. We can't.
Oh, it happens.
You can
Yeah,
take
they'll-
that to the tune of the Hall of the Mountain King.
Yeah, Roshan, you are like, you make a
Not
choice
the song that
and you go for it.
never.
Um,
And he's
And-
trying to sing it as loud as he can so somebody will come and put him to sleep again.
please, somebody knock me unconscious.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
He's not listening.
Okay. This is fine.
I would love you to roll. Good golly.
What is a
What is annoying? It's
Petulant
a
test.
persuasion.
Mhm.
And because I just personally already think it's probably the most annoying thing ever, I'd love you to roll with advantage. I'm already annoyed for
So I got a nat 20 plus 7.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Roshan, you watch as one of the men sort of moves around on the horse and gets alongside of you from like behind, reaches through the gate, grabs your hair, and hits your head hard against the wooden gate.
His
You instantly
hand is
Hey!
next to me, though. I wanna fucking
Fight
do
him.
something.
The only thing you could do would be like head-centric things. So what would you like to do?
Well, could I rage and try to break the chains and then just grab his hand and then eat it?
Go ahead and rage.
Okay, first I have to make sure I don't explode.
Yeah.
With the
be
nat
good.
20 annoying song, I think Saga's back up to see this and then whatever this is.
Yeah. Saga's
So-
like, oh god.
I might be
terrible."
terrified, but I have to see this.
More panic.
So I just I like to imagine I just amplify Roshan's singing, and it just creates like this noise that disrupts everybody concentrating on a spell within 30 feet of me, and they must make a DC savings, if concentration check if they need to concentrate.
If they need to concentrate, okay. Yeah, these guys' brains look much too small for that.
Okay, cool.
Well.
But you are now currently
That's fine.
raging, and you'd like to try and break the chains.
Yes, please.
Go ahead and give me some athletics, please.
Oh, natural 20!
Dig deep, and
Ooh.
the snap of it's not even the chain snaps. You pull the ring out of the wood, turn and go for this guy's arm. And I gotta say, that is where we're gonna take our break. With this, with this escape attempt. Good golly. We are going to take a 10-minute break. We will be back, and we will certainly jump right back into this because sometimes things happen that you're sometimes never ready for, and that's why we're here.
I was kind of hoping some shenanigans like this might happen.
So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 35 of On the Backs of Gods. When we left off, the party had been abducted, unconscious for an extended period of time, transported, and tied up inside of a little wooden cage on its way to Olafsveller. The party and
They put gross shit on our mouths too.
yeah, there seems to be some sort of rune painted onto their mouths that seems to possibly be the reason that magic does not seem very doable currently. Everyone is injured to some extent, tired to some extent. Roshan, no longer wanting to be conscious, begins to sing as annoyingly and loudly as he can. Waking Fenn up from his meditation, waking Saga up from her unconsciousness, filling her with fear at this threatful song. Roshan is grabbed and then re-knocked unconscious with his head against the cage. Jesus. During this time, Gorbjorn makes a fucking choice.
He sure does!
Rages and breaks his chains free. And
That's
then...
the boy.
Currently, I'm going to describe your situation, Gorbjorn, and then you can tell me what you do, and then I'll make choices after that. You know how it is. So currently, your hands are tied together like this, so little shackles like this. Your chain is free, so there's just like a large dangling chain from it, and there's about this much of a hand next to you in the cage.
I want to grab said hand and then pull as much as I can inside.
Yeah!
Ooh,
Yank him in!
Go ahead and roll opposed athletics. Let me get to this guy's stats.
Gorbjorn, if you get us up, we can help!
Is it going to be that guy or that guy? That guy. Oof. Okay. What do you have, Gorbjorn?
I have a 14.
You have to know. I have a 13.
Yes! I was like, I rolled bad, but I'm good at strength.
You grab this guy who is currently on a horse.
Hell yeah.
And you pull him fully off the horse.
Hell yeah!
And he is pulled against the bars. And he starts yelling. He just starts to yell.
Good.
Gorbjorn, is there anything else you would like to do? I just want to know your next step. You currently have this guy like kind of pinned partially into the cage that's still like in motion.
Can I just bite him?
Yeah.
Just bite him.
Hell, you don't even I feel like you have to roll. His arm is just so there and he's kind of prone. Go ahead and roll me some damage for like your unarmed strikes.
Let's see if I crit. Well, I didn't. Either way. So it's just 1 plus my strength plus rage. So that'd
get
be
one of those,
6
or 2
damage.
of those in. You can get 2 attacks in a round, right?
Yeah.
But you already did. You did a grapple and you did one.
Close something. So I'm assuming the grapple would be an attack, and then.
So how much damage was it?
6 damage.
6. You bite deeply into the muscle of this guy's arm. He starts screaming. And I truly think the only way to deal with this is for everybody to roll initiative.
Great!
Everybody roll initiative.
Do you want initiative from Roshan?
Roshan, just go ahead and roll your initiative just so you're at least in it, even if you do nothing.
Here it comes, boys.
Let me roll some numbers. Numbers are ooh. Sucks to be him, I guess. Okay. 20 and up. Okay. 15 and up.
17.
19.
Okay, so Nanna Gorbjorn.
Do we have disadvantage on initiative as well?
I don't.
An ability check though. So
I don't. I don't know if
Oh,
initiative
for
counts.
yes, it is
Is
an
it?
ability check. Yeah,
Okay.
Really?
because
That's sad.
because chainmail or like heavy armor does the exact same thing. It's disadvantage on dex saving checks, and initiative is one.
Huh.
Good guys, we learn something every day, and I fully appreciate it.
If it wasn't, then jack of all trades would not add up to it.
Interesting.
Guys are
Okay.
getting to learn the details of it. That's why you guys watch the show. You get to know the
You get to
the
peek
minutiae.
behind the curtain.
Of the meta.
Yeah, you learn. You're
Um,
entertained and you learn. It's like entertainment or something.
Does somebody have higher than a 14? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Higher than an 11?
Really, guys?
Okay.
Everybody's sleeping.
Mhm.
No, they weren't. Well, Roshan was, but...
I'm panicking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
5 and up?
7.
Fenn has a 7, which is as high as I could have rolled without having a natural 1, or as low as I could roll without having a natural 1.
Okay, so 2 people had a 7, and what was the other one?
Because I won.
8.
Okay, Ro is an 8. Of the 7s, who wants to go first?
Saga
I'm
can
not.
go first. I've just been jostled from my sleep.
You both have
I
been
have-
jostled from your sleep.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
passed out. I have a dex of 2. What do you have?
Oh, I've got a dex of 3.
Yours is higher, so
Okay.
go first.
So Fenn, and then Saga, and then Tordrict. All right. Currently, you have this guy sort of stuck, his arm pinned in, and are just taking bites out of him as he is screaming, just screaming. Nana, you are up. Currently, you are across from Gorbjorn, and the thing is, like, I hate to say it, it's possible you guys might not be able to do anything.
God.
But you can certainly
it.
try is the thing.
All right, then. Strength is not my strong suit, but,
Yeah, go ahead and roll me athletics. The DC is slightly lower because Gorbjorn wrecked that shit.
that's fair.
The scientific term.
The scientific term being wrecked,
So,
spelled with a T.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that's a 19.
Ooh.
Nana's got the mama bear going right about now, I think.
So, sadly,
God,
you
really?
can hear- you're like pulling as hard as you can, and you can hear the wood starting to bend.
Ugh,
Um,
come on!
but you will not be free until the action on your next turn.
Ugh. Come on, everyone, up! Up! We've got to get out of this right about now.
Okay. Nanna, you're pulling, and you are actually in the most advantageous position to, get out, because Gorbjorn really messed up that place where the wood is. So you have a good chance as you pull, knowing you'll break it in a moment.
Gorbjorn, can you help anyone else? Anyone else, please,
Dude
besides yourself, to a snack! Gorbjorn! Do not help yourself to a snack before you have helped the others!
That's why they should feed their prisoners. This is a bad idea on their part.
Obviously! Real stupid.
Now, you see that this turn belongs to the 3 big dudes shoulder to shoulder in the front.
Oh boy.
And they're just turn around and are looking. I think one of them's like, "Hey, cut that shit out." Okay, hey. And just basically just trying to tell Gorbjorn to stop it.
Stop it.
You see that they start to bring the cart to a stop, and 2 of them hop off. So basically, one of them's they're walking over to the guy, they're like, "Hey, stop it, stop it."
Put it down.
They've hopped out, and that is literally their whole turn, being like, drop it. Gorbjorn, you're up.
Blood and
wanna-
mouth. I am crazy right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy!
But I do sense incoming danger from people coming at me. So I'm gonna drop them, listen to Nanna's advice, and try to rip this chain out of like the center of the cart so that we can at least run together as a chain gang.
Sure, go ahead and roll me some athletics.
Or should I just help Rashawn? Either way. That's a 19.
19.
Oh hell yeah!
Once again, you think that you possibly might be able to get somebody out at the top of your next turn, would be the possible setup. I'll have to see who of these people. It would either be Roshan or Fenn, probably Roshan. Wake up, nerd! But you start pulling, and at the moment, you know that come your turn again, it'll rip right out of the floor.
Sounds good.
The other guy on the horse, he's looking and watching, and you see all of them weren't exactly mentally prepared for this.
Especially the dude coming out with like bite marks all
Yeah.
over his arm.
You watch the guy on the horse sigh, and he pulls out his crossbow, and he's trying to like level it at Gorbjorn inside of the cage, so you're gonna have a little bit of cover. Yeah, so add 2 to your AC. What is it currently?
17.
And this guy is going to take a shot at you with his crossbow. Then again, you said 17?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Like it pings against the bars, and he just kind of mumbles under his breath. Ah, shit.
I wanted to like bite the arrow as it tried to pass me. And be like, "Ah!"
And he curses under his breath, and he just starts to load in another crossbow bolt.
Don't fuck with this guy, guys. He's crazy.
This guy's fucking crazy. And that is the end of his turn.
I'm a half-orc. I'm fucking crazy.
This is the guy whose arm you just took a chunk out of. Pulls himself free now that you've changed your focus.
Screaming.
And he's gripping at his arm. And you see his first instinct is to reach for the bow on his back. You can see that like
Good
his
luck
arm is
using it.
shaking aggressively. Luck
big
of the draw,
bench.
you wounded their archer.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Um,
He shouldn't have reached inside and fucked with our friend.
Yeah,
your
he
friend
brought
wanted
it upon
to be
himself.
fucked with.
I mean, yes, the friend
Neat.
invited the fuckery, but also
He is going to take
I am the fuck.
a fuckery. This guy is going to back up, and he's going
I
to
am the
take
fuck
2
man.
shots with his longbow at you. I am going to take, because of his injury, 2 off of his modifier, and you already have a +2 added on because of bars.
I love bars.
Love bow.
do you now?
And because he is so angry, he's going to use one of his bonus actions to add plus a d10 to this attack.
Oh wow!
Lame.
Boo!
Boo!
Loser.
Boo!
Not adding that much. Okay, so his first attack.
16. Or not 1. Yeah.
He pulls back, his arm seizes, and he starts screaming again. I'm not even going to give him a second attack. He physically just can't. And he wasted his cool bonus action. Ooh. That's his whole thing.
You bitch!
Gimmick is lame.
Roshan, you're sort of pretty unconscious, but like, if you want to roll a Constitution saving throw, not even want to. Go ahead, roll me a Constitution save. not always about if we want to be unconscious.
That's true. Just because you want to be dead doesn't mean you are.
You can play dead
7.
after. 7? Oh yeah, you still just can't wake up. This guy hit your concussed head on the wall.
Oh, poor boy.
Fenn, you're up.
Here's hoping he knows how to speak.
Fenn is just gonna try his best. He sees what Gorbjorn and Nanna are doing, and he's wiped. Like, he's got very little left in him, but he's just gonna try to stand up and pull against and help with trying to pry this bar up, whatever we're affixed to. And
oh no,
I think-
Jillian
yeah.
went.
And I assume that we succeeded, and we
Yeah.
talked to these guys about what a big misunderstanding all of this was.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
probably cut us loose. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I
like,
think
oh, here's
so.
your gear back. We didn't understand that you
We're
guys were
very
doing.
likable and persuasive people.
Yeah,
Also, we're pretty scary as fuck.
Yeah,
we
you
are
know.
scary as fuck, and
Between
that's why they would give their.
persuasive, likable, and scary as fuck, you know. We got it all covered.
Hey, roll athletics. I'm not going to be able to hear your number really, but just go ahead and start doing it, and I'll tell you when I can hear you again.
That's with disadvantage because of my
levels of
current
exhaustion.
exhaustion. So, that is a 5.
Oh,
buddy.
certainly not.
Buddy.
but I'm helping. I'm helping.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
you're helping.
you are not helping. So you are currently like, I'll join in, but you are not making progress. You're so tired. But
Oh,
you start
buddy.
pulling. Okay.
Yeah, that's my action, and yeah, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
I can't do anything else.
Saga, hey, what's up, man?
Oh, buddy.
This is terrible. She hasn't really been paying attention to anybody. She doesn't know about spells not working. She's gonna try to cast mage armor on herself.
Oh, baby.
Okay. What level is that?
It's level 1.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me to see if you surge. It's going to be a 3 or lower.
Okay. Do I take any slots, spell slots?
You do not lose the slot.
Okay. It's okay. It's a 19.
Okay. You try to cast mage armor and it does not work.
Oh, Lady Satyr has abandoned me.
No,
okay.
no, that,
I'm gonna
that's
use,
not
use
true, Saga.
I'm gonna use the rest of any type of action that I have to keep praying.
Okay. Sounds about right to me. Tordrak. What would you like to do, Tordrak?
Tordrick, he's mumbling to himself, and then as the chaos starts to break out, he stops and he says, somebody might need my help. And he just starts, like, you didn't tell me an exact, like, amount of space he can see clearly before it gets blurry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that, you know, if it's a foot or two, he's going to start looking for whoever's, like, moving or making noise, and so he can, like, bless them and give them bonus to their actions.
Yeah, you try to, the person next to you, you reach over to Roshan, trying to touch him. You feel like you, at the moment, cannot even cast Bless. Something is impeding you.
He curses real loud in Dwarven.
Oh my,
and then he
Tordrak.
And then he begins moving towards the person making the most noise, seeing how far he can get, like if he's manacled or whatever.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
probably
go
gonna
ahead
be
and roll
Gorbjorn.
me, roll me athletics, Tordrak, to see if you can start trying to pull yourself free to move towards the people you can hear just yelling.
Come on,
And-
20 it, buddy.
5 was the low because I've got disadvantage. 8 altogether with that one.
Okay. You pull as you try to, like, lean in that direction, but you are slowly trying to free yourself an inch in that direction.
Okay.
Okay. We are now back at the top of the order of this this thorough clusterfuck. There's no other way to describe this.
Yeah.
Nanna, you were up.
Oh boy! Nanna's gonna try really hard to pull this stupid chain off!
Yeah, you
went the
use
way
your
she wanted
action this round to free yourself. Your hands are still stuck like this, but your chain is up.
Oh, cool. Excellent. All right. Okay. Let's see. Nanna's going to move over next to Fenn. I'm going to take what we talked about. Is that okay?
Take it, go.
All right. Nanna's going to reach up under his jerkin and try to pull the kukri and the sheath out at the same time so as not to accidentally injure her friend. And then...
Do what you gotta do, man.
I mean, that's valid.
You-
Unsheath that and get that in hand and...
Well, you currently have it sort of like in hand.
in hands.
Just one of the
Two
guys in the
hands.
back, he's like, she has a knife!
Damn right I do! And I'm gonna fuck every last one of you up for fucking with us!
One of the guys is like, and then, like, oh, it was a threat. But now you're just crazed and have a knife.
It's a big old knife, to be fair.
Oh yeah, no,
It's a big knife.
it's a crazy looking woman with a knife.
Big honkin' knife.
That's currently
Nanna's
where you
gonna-
are, Nanna.
She wants to use her movement to position herself between the party and anybody coming in.
Okay. Currently, nobody is making their way to the door, but you can kind of move towards that way and be like, I'll stab somebody.
Gods help me, I
I'll
will.
stab a man. Okay.
That's what I think it is.
They're all talking to each other in their secret chat, and they're all
I'm not
giggling
opening that
about it. And they're all
What do you
giggling about
have?
it.
A knife!
No!
Like that video.
It's good. Currently, all right, the three beefy boys. One of them is still on the front of the cart and has fully like gotten his horses to stop, and he's like looking back, and he's just like, and you watch as he pulls out his weapon and hops down too.
That's Chump, right?
Yeah, this is with Chirm. What did I name him?
Chirm.
Chirm. Yeah,
I think it was
guy,
Chirm. Or
call him
Chump.
Chump.
Chomp, Chirm.
Chungus.
He Chirm Chungus jumps down.
Sounds like a St. Louis name. Like, Chirm. Just sounds like it comes from St. Louis. I don't know why.
Listen, sometimes you think of a name in the middle of the night and you got to use it. The name was Chirm. Two of the big guys, they look like they look over to Chirm and are like, should we fucking open the thing and like just beat him unconscious or something? And he's like, fuck, I don't know if it's just better to keep them in there like fucking wild animals. But he's like, circle around it. And these
Okay.
three dudes sort of kind of box it in and are currently like holding their weapons at the ready, sort of watching what you all are doing currently. Unsure if they want to open the gate or not. So they're giving it a moment and kind of mulling over the situation with their small brains. That is currently their turn. They don't know what to do about y'all being crazy people inside of this cage.
What the fuck were they expecting?
For you guys to sit there quietly.
Well, they kidnapped us and sold us off into slavery or something.
You know, they don't
fine.
expect people to break the chains that are holding them down. That doesn't
Well,
happen.
they should have invested in better chains.
There's the guy on the horse who is putting in. You should have gotten better chains, you fools. He loads his crossbow bolt and he's like, "You guys are fucking idiots." And he shoots another one at Gorbjorn, whose AC is higher. Does he have anything useful for him? No. Okay.
What a chump.
Oof. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so nat 20.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Now this is kind of okay because I would have lost my rage, and I don't want to.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand.
So Gorbjorn, this hits into like your bad shoulder, and
Oh,
it's like,
no.
Ah!
Oh!
and there's the pain of it hitting into you.
But then it resetting my shoulder, right?
It pops your shoulder perfectly back into place. No.
Acupuncture. The only acupuncture that's ever worked.
So this stabs into your arm, and you take your current
Taps into your Reiki.
So you take 3 points of piercing damage, and then you feel something else. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, it's poisoned!
Well, dirty 20.
Hey guys, could all of you perhaps welcome back to the game where we all roll something.
Oh no!
Could all of you pull out a d6 and roll it? I'll be rolling too. Everybody roll at home. Ooh. I got a 6. And I'm gonna go down the line. Oh, is that
I don't
also
know if this is good or bad,
Yeah,
but I just want to
that's
show
what-
off the dice cult stick.
Probably bad.
Nope.
But still
Roshan.
Oh, because the crit.
2 for
Definitely
Roshan.
Oh, 2. Gotcha. Gorbjorn.
5.
5. 19. Saga.
4.
23. Nanna.
1.
Okay. And Tordrict?
6.
Oh
6.
god.
Okay.
Buddy.
It's fine.
And-
It's fine.
And
you are at full health.
and I'm not gonna. And I would have doubled it, but you saved the Constitution saving throw. So it's basically what it just would have been. My brain literally just stopped working the second I looked at a number.
That's amazing.
Do you take half from poison damage?
Nope, I'm
Okay.
just all physical damage.
Okay, then you are going to take the flat 30 damage.
Jesus!
How you doing?
Half elf. But I gotta fucking re-roll, so half of 30 is 15.
Yeah,
Okay,
give me
so-
some new wildness.
New magic. Oh, cool.
New magic!
Oh shit, I gain a +2 to AC, and whenever a creature within 10 feet of me hits you with an attack, that creature takes force damage equal to 2 times my rage.
Oh shit!
Yes!
So probably it looks like an outline of like a wolf head is like forming around my head as this is doing that.
That's so badass.
Just yelling out, pushing through the pain of this arrow in your shoulder, and just beefing up. Yeah, that's his turn. He's like looking, and he's like, "That's the opposite of what normally happens when I shoot people."
Maybe he should stop while he's ahead.
Just powered him up.
I just made him stronger, guys.
Did I use the wrong arrow?
Did I do that?
The archer, watching that happen, he struggles to get his bow back up, and he watches Gorbjorn get shot and get beefier. And then he turns it towards Nanna because she has a weapon and isn't getting beefier. So he's like, "Oh, that one."
That's fair.
So he's going to take a shot at you. You have +2 to your AC. What's your current AC?
Oh, shit. I didn't unequip my armor, so...
Yeah, everybody make sure your armor's off.
Yeah.
Y'all
What
don't
armor?
have any-
It's all good. I didn't have any.
Yeah. Half the party didn't wear armor. So.
Yeah, you know, weird naked people. With +2, that's 15.
Okay. The first attack hits,
Okay.
and the second hit is a nat 20.
God damn
Oof.
it.
There's no way I could have used a reaction to like position myself between that. Is there?
No, you're
No
still
protector.
pinned. Yeah, you are still stuck.
All right.
Certainly not. So this guy, thunk thunk, 2 arrows shot at Nanna. Let's see here. So the first one is 11 points of damage,
Okay.
and the second one, which is we're going to double the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 1. Living the dream.
I love that.
Is 6 damage. How you looking?
Actually, not bad. Not quite half.
Okay. Thunk thunk, 2 arrows hit into you. And this guy's like, why are they still up and insane looking? Like, he looks over at his companions like, what the fuck do we do? They just seem to be scrambling.
Why the fuck do you think somebody hired you to get rid of us after someone had done the heavy lifting?
Honestly, maybe it's better if we kill them. I don't know. And then they're just...
You're welcome to come on in and try!
You'll never find me buried treasure.
Roshan, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wake up, buddy.
5.
God
Yeah,
damn
full
it, dude!
unconscious.
Killing it.
Fenn, you're up.
He wanted to be unconscious, and so he is.
Yes, he's living his dream.
Dreaming his life.
Fenn seeing Nanna take a couple of arrows is just stressing terribly. But
Did I go? I'm sorry.
oh
Gorbjorn actually
oh.
get to go? I think he was attacked.
yeah, sorry. If I don't, yeah, go ahead. If I'm stepping on your turn, then
One moment.
Someone shot at me and I got beefier, but
Yeah, you changed... Was that last turn? I can't remember. Gorbjorn, you want to do something?
so I imagine I pulled
pull the
Roshan
chains was
free.
last or not.
Yeah, that was the first turn, pulling Roshan free. I can't attack anybody through this fucking fence with a chain. So can I break my hands free for my action, actually?
You can try to, yeah.
Hell yeah. Bust it up,
Give me that
buddy.
athletics.
Dirty 20.
Fuck yeah. That's my boy.
I have the DC for any damaged chains to be DC 20 to break. And here we go, boys.
Yes, brother.
It
yes.
certainly is so incredibly painful because you basically have to pull really hard with one arm and hope your dislocated arm just goes with it. Gorbjorn, you have free hands.
Hell yeah, buddy. Gorbjorn, well done.
Can I do
Get the
anything
weapons!
else, or is that my turn?
That's your action.
Since I killed the chains, can I attack?
that's our rules lawyer.
He's like, yeah, but hear me out.
Hear me
I
out.
totally annihilated those chains, though.
If they had an
going
AC, it'd be 0.
Destroyed them.
I'm okay with my
I
turn
mean, if
just
they had
ending.
hit points,
Okay.
it would be at 0.
You break the chain, and you watch as there's just a moment of silence from all the guys, like, oh shit, what the fuck?
What did we say? What did we
They
bring with
start
us?
panicking.
They're just like trembling in their boots on their horses. Their swords clattering.
All right,
steal their
Fenn, you are
swords.
now up for realsies this time.
All right, Fenn sees that Nanna is hurt and is just further distressed. This has been a real shitty half a week right now. So he is gonna pour everything he's got into continuing to break these chains for his side up, including Nanna's. So you want to?
Athletics.
It's a disadvantage. You want athletics?
Yep.
All right. The 12. Not-
You were doing your damnedest. You're
All right.
watching Gorbjorn be a nightmare, and you're just like, give me a minute.
Yes, Fenn's stressing out, and he's gonna shout, "All you fucking mages, do something!" And he's gonna look for their reactions, like all the people that are supposed to be casting magic right now that aren't. He's getting pissed.
Oh, I didn't say anything before, but I'm like, oh wait, those things on mouth don't spell.
But did anybody say that? Like,
I
'cause
just
Fenn's
did.
not making the connection. Fenn's
Yeah,
fucking
Gorbjorn's just like, oh yeah, no spell.
Gorbjorn just spat that out.
He's
Okay.
Just spat that out.
All right. So yeah, that's the end of Fenn's turn. Is just trying to he's just gonna shout, "Fucking do something!" Like, why aren't you doing the magic that you do? and
Gorbjorn shuts him down by saying, "Thing on mouth, no can magic."
But now Fenn knows that. Fenn's like, oh shit, maybe he's right. Like,
Saga, what's up?
Oh, I need to get as far away from all of this as possible. All these scary people. I'm gonna put my feet on like the main pole thing that we're tied to, or whatever, and I just want to push away. I just want to go away.
Go for it. Roll me some athletics, please.
Oh,
Okay.
Saga baby.
It's with disadvantage. Another natural 1.
Oh, baby.
Give me wild magic, please.
No!
I'm so scared. Just check for it or just roll it.
Yeah, no, give me on the chart.
Okay.
Oh,
You're just
no.
so
I am just
stressed out.
exploding.
Yeah, there's no way I can't give you all these surges. I
Oh,
got it.
No,
God.
it fits. It fits. Oh, it's exactly. Well, I don't think this applies at the moment. All coins the caster is carrying are instantly transformed. Copper pieces turn into silver pieces, silver turn into gold, and gold turn into copper.
Damn. Oh, wait.
Oh, shit.
Luckily or unluckily for you, actually you would have gotten a lot of money out of this, but you currently have no money on you.
I would have
Yeah.
lost all
Well,
my
wait.
money.
What about the chains? Are they like copper or gold or are they anything?
No,
Do
just
they
beautiful
change?
gold chain. They're
They're
like
dumb.
Like Torum pieces, so they turn to
They're-
diamond.
they're iron, so they turn into mercury, which means
Oh.
they liquefy.
Yeah.
and you're all poisoned. And
Oh,
Hey,
no.
we didn't
Not
need it.
immediate
We're not like.
poison, though. That's a down the road poison.
Ah.
I'll be okay for a couple years. Just,
Okay.
Then
so-
the
I just spark a little bit
yeah,
and scream.
just screaming.
Yeah.
Tordrek, you're up.
Tordrick was trying to pull himself in the chains farther away to where the noise comes from and stuff. His group making noise and I'm taking. He can't move much farther. Just it's too heavy. He's too weak, and there's just not enough give. But he just starts like yelling and trying to mix in with all the screams and stuff to like make the voices sound even boomier. Like that's the only thing he can think of to like help create a stir to get more people close to Gorbjorn, because it sounds like he's trying to kill people. So
Yeah.
can't see very
You start
well, so try-
yelling with the team. Go ahead and roll me athletics because you're still pulling at it.
Barbarian yell.
Disadvantage or no? I can't remember who fell.
Tordrick
geez,
did fall.
9.
Okay. So you are now adding to the chaos of the cart by adding to the screaming, and it is just.
Yes.
You can see how freaked out the guys outside are, Gorbjorn. If you squint at them, you can see by their movements that they are like the horses are being jostled, and it looks like chaos from the blurry outlines you can see. But it is
Almost
it's crazy
everybody is
in this
screaming.
Party bus.
All for different reasons.
When Gorbjorn
Yeah.
says you can't talk right now or they can't do spells right now, he yells that too, like right behind him, like an echo.
Just like
You know, 'cause
no
he's
spells,
really,
no
like,
spells.
fixed into all the noises. Can't see that well, so he's all by everything's by listening. So he's like totally copying.
Amazing.
Perfect. We're back at the top. Nanna, you have a knife.
I got a knife. It's a big knife. What does the lock situation look like on the back door here?
Looks like it's a key situation that certainly does not go onto your side, but it seems to be locked like with a key.
How about the wood
Okay.
holding that?
Yeah. How about the wood holding that together?
Is wood.
Breakable.
Is it wood that could? I don't know.
Would you like
maybe
to attack the
fall
wood?
I'm not trying to attack the wood.
Go for it. Roll an attack against the wood.
All right, I'll give it a go. Kyle, could you give me some stats for this kukri right here? Because
It's a
it's not
dagger.
in D&D.
It's just a
just a
dagger.
dagger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Free flavored dagger.
Yeah, I argued for it to be something like a hand axe dagger hybrid at the beginning of this, and it
Sword.
didn't. Yeah.
That's too much to remember,
do you
buddy.
got?
Come on. What do you want from me? Oh.
That ain't a short sword. That's
It is a
annoying.
finesse weapon, though, so you get finesse with it, or you get dex with it.
I get to use.
Like a normal dagger. It's whatever
Okay.
daggers are for you.
Fair enough. 13?
Roll damage.
All right, cool.
I mean, it's hard not to hit it.
That's fair.
It's just there.
Max damage, 7.
Okay. This thing is certainly not, exploding, but you are starting to hack at it because kukris are multifunctional. It's meant to be hit on some wood sometimes.
That's true. That being
yeah.
said, I do get 2 attacks per round.
Yeah.
And are my feet are still bound with rope, right?
Yeah, you've kind of like bounced forward. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like hop, hop, hop. This is stupid. Reaches down, hacks the rope. I guess that's maybe my second attack.
Yeah, that would be your second attack. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't even roll anything. Just like hit wood. Well. And then you just snap the ropes free on your feet.
HP, 11, 2 HP.
If anybody else wants their feet freed, let me know.
Gorbjorn just roaring in the back, just getting stronger. But he's got his feet together, but he's like, I'm unstoppable.
He just like bunny hops around the cart.
Well, I haven't moved at all.
Yeah, he's been stationary and just getting beefier and beefier. It's our 3 boys' turn, and you see Chirm. And Chirm's looking, and he's like, yeah, go get those fucking shots. And Chirm is gonna motion to the third guy.
Oh boy.
And the third guy's gonna come over with the key.
Uh-huh.
And he is going to ready an action.
Oh, good.
And the other guy is also gonna ready an action, and then third guy is running over to get some stuff out of some bags.
Oh boy.
That is their turn. Gorbjorn, you're up.
It's illogical to just break the cage where I am and go attack that person.
You can certainly try.
I know I certainly can try, but
Whatever you're feeling.
I have party members. I gotta protect my 6-pack.
My 6-pack?
Oh,
You guys are the 6-pack? Wow. We have a name finally.
We have a name.
The Galunda 6-pack.
Okay, so I freed Rashawn. Fenn is still tied up.
Yeah, Fenn is still up, and Tordrick and Saga are still up. Roshan's just unconscious, but his chain is technically loose. You could give him a, it's kind of like the sleep spell. If you give him a bonk, he'd wake up.
Can I give a big slobbery kiss so it gets rid of his stuff on his mouth too?
You go over and just like lick across Roshan's mouth.
Does that count as an attack? Because I feel attacked.
Oh yeah, no, we have all been assaulted. This is terrible.
So he gets to keep his range then.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Slobber blood and like.
Honestly, I can't make that not work. That's just so terrible.
How come whenever someone kisses Roshan, there's blood involved?
It's like, why is it always like this? Roshan, you wake
Roshan's
up.
gonna develop a kink. Stop it.
Roshan's like, I don't know if that's. This has all been terrible. I'll never kiss again.
This is ruined.
I can't kiss anybody ever. Gorbjorn licks across his face and smears enough of the rune. And Roshan, you wake up with Gorbjorn like holding your head, like looking you in the eye. But Roshan, you're now up, and your rune is smeared.
That was my action, right?
Yeah, that was your action.
I can't pull on anything then.
Yeah, you did something, and I
did
don't know if
a
we're all
lot.
better for it, but something happened. All right, the guy who shot you, Gorbjorn, is like watching all of this.
These people are fucking nuts.
And he's gonna make a roll. Okay. He is going to, as the only person still on his horse, he's gonna reposition his horse more towards the entrance. And he's going to hold out his crossbow, and he's gonna ready an action.
Mm-hmm.
Our archer friend, who is missing a chunk of arm, He is also he's watching what's happening. I'm gonna make him do a roll. Wow, they're all so smart. He is he's gonna kind of deliriously hobble over to the towards the door, and he is gonna ready in action.
Oh boy.
Roshan, it's your turn.
This is chaos.
Yes, it is. Embrace it, boy.
Are there multiple of them, like, in a single area?
There would be. They all lined up in front of this door to do some stuff. So yeah, you have most of them in a chunk together.
Okay, well, Roshan's gonna, like, shake his face off from sloppy bloody kisses, and he's gonna start screaming, and the scream exits the cart and shatters the people in a line, or wherever they are.
Yeah, you are literally gonna hit. You're gonna hit 4 of the 5 people.
Yes, buddy!
What do I need to do?
But not our horse, right?
Roll a.
The horse sadly is
15.
also there. Yeah.
No, not the horse that we borrowed.
My borrow horse.
That is
I'm sorry.
our
What am I
horse.
rolling?
On
It's
15.
given.
Okay, so this guy, Constitution. All right, he succeeds. He fails. He also fails. And he succeeds. And the horse fails. Okay.
Oh no!
So 2 dudes and a horse fail.
So 15 damage if they
The horse is dead!
I think
fail, and then half if not.
I'm gonna look up horse stats in a
Is
second.
it a riding horse or is it a? I'm assuming it's a riding horse.
Yeah, it's a riding horse.
13 HP.
Oh, that horse is dead. But the guy on top of it falls with the horse.
I told us to switch this one out for one that we weren't so emotionally attached to. Nobody wanted to hear it, but
Well,
Slow
we
motion
didn't
horse
expect.
fall.
Well, I mean, like,
In
but they
memoriam.
found our cart in the middle of the woods. They found our cart and our horses out of the. No,
This
wait,
isn't
no,
your
we
cart.
Brought, never mind. I was very
Okay.
confused.
No,
Never
we
mind.
took our
never
horses
mind.
with
Yeah,
us.
they took your
We
horses
did.
though. For funsies.
Mm,
How much damage? I'm sorry, Roshan.
15 if they failed, and half if they passed.
Okay. And these 2 guys failed, so it's okay. And then this guy succeeded, but he's, missing a chunk of his arm, so he's already just having a bad day. Okay. A huge, just burst of sound from your scream, and the horse drops dead. The guy on top of the horse falls with the horse.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
takes damage from the fall.
Yeah. Does he get squished by the horse?
I
Does
mean,
he
he
loses action because he can't aim.
yeah, his readied action technically could not be accomplished from where he is currently.
Hell yeah.
So his readied action out the window. As
Hell
he
yeah.
falls, everybody is still up, but there's just this explosion of sound. The first spell we've been able to get out of here.
Hell yeah.
Anything else, Roshan?
Nah, that's it.
You're like, sits back down casually.
Well done, Roshan.
Fenn, you're up.
so Fenn is Saga still like cowering in the corner?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
She's next to you, but she is cowering, yes.
Okay, but can I, if I were to extend out, could I reach her?
You, with your hands? Certainly not.
No, not with my hands, like with my shoulder or something.
I don't. The fact that she is leaning away from you, it's
Okay.
possible not.
Okay. In that case, seeing the situation, Fenn is gonna strain again against hope at these restraints. He's fucking losing it at this point. He does not like to be restrained. He don't like to be touched, let alone held. So
Athletics.
he is everything he's got into this athletics with disadvantage. 7.
Oh, buddy.
It's becoming frantic, and it is hard to be efficient, first off, when you're so tired, and also becoming frantic.
And he's going to take that as defeat, and he's just going to kind of slump to the ground. Just, he knows he can't get out of this, and he just kind of slumps to the ground as best he can with the restraints in place. He doesn't know what he can do past that.
Okay. Saga, you're up. Tordrick, you're on deck.
Just gonna try to keep getting away. Further away.
Roll athletics for me.
It's a 9.
Yeah, it's
wait,
just
what's-
currently you all pulling as hard as you can.
Plus 2. It's an 11.
You're doing your damnedest.
Okay.
It's starting to, like, people who are still pulling, it's starting to, like, rub at your wrists very uncomfortably. It's not pleasant. None of it's been pleasant, but, you know, continued lack of pleasance. Anything else, Saga?
No, she's just going to, next plan is just pray more. Maybe spend a full turn next time praying. Maybe that'll help. Yeah.
Tordrick, you're up. You can see some of your friends have, like, gotten up and are starting to, like, break out. What would you like to do?
Have he made any movement? I mean, has there been any movement with the chains?
Currently, you are still chained, but more people are out. You can still continue to try and get yours free. But
Well, I've been trying to move to get around other members, like of the group, to see who's here, who's not, what have you. So he's trying to go towards the loudest person in the group that's in front of him. I just wondered if he's been able to move much with those chains.
yeah, not much.
Don't
Okay.
forget you can ask for help if you need it.
Right. He's gonna scream that he can't see well and he needs help.
Okay.
We've got you, Tordrick.
All right. Whoever assists, or if it's on Tordrick's turn, if somebody gives the help action, currently, if he is assisted, that person will have advantage. Okay. Nanna.
Okay. All right. Trying to think logistics. Okay. Gorbjorn, I think you're probably going to be the most likely to be able to pull these chains free. Can you get Tordrick loose?
He's in a frenzy right now, and
Oh,
so
well.
he's kind of just like, "Ah!"
Right, we'll put a pin in that. That's fine. Nanna's going to... Nanna's going to, instead make her way over to... God. Okay. Let's see. Tordrick first. Cut his rope around his, between his legs. And, try to sort of, like... give him a verbal description of where everybody is in the cart. What's happening, who's where, how many enemies I can figure out there are outside. Just give him a verbal picture.
Okay. Tordrick, you've been given a good idea, and you can now move your legs. You're still kind of stuck in place, but you got legs now.
Legs for days!
So much legs. But you've been given an idea of the situation now, at least kind of orientating you from just kind of being like, I have no idea what's happening.
Okay.
Okay, back in it. Okay. Anything else, Nanna?
Is there any way that I could try to, like... God, there really isn't anything that I can do in terms of, like, being able to clean off Tordrick's, like, glyph besides, like, lick my sleeve like a mom and try to, like, scrub it off.
The thing
Nanna's
is, I'm
not going to
picturing
do the
Gorbjorn's
Gorbjorn.
tongue like a cat tongue, where it is just
Oh.
sandpaper.
Oh God. Does Gorbjorn need to French all of us then?
Gorbjorn's like, if I have to kiss everybody in the cart.
I
We're all
am
about to
afraid.
be real close.
But a full action can be used to get somebody's rune smudged. It has to be the full action.
Oh, I see. The cutting of the rope, is that a full action or is that bonus?
Well, that's not bonus.
An attack, right? Like,
Yeah, you've
That's
done
what I
your.
thought.
do you get a
Attack the
second
cage
You can
attack?
cut
guy.
another rope if you want to.
I'll cut another rope. Why not? Are Gorbjorn's feet still tied up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I get Gorbjorn's feet loose. So we've got mine, Gorbjorn's, and Tordric's feet loose so far.
Okay.
Oh.
We're getting
If you
to
guys
you.
get any of my video muted,
I personally did not recognize that as Footloose, and I hummed it. So
oh, I thought of a different song. It's every song.
Oh, I just thought we were referring to the plant lady, like,
No!
Bursts from the ground.
Stop it!
Okay, it is Big Boy's turns. The guy with the key. He looks around. He unlocks the door and opens it. One of the guys is going to swing.
Rude, how dare.
Actually, his target moved away. His target. He was going to hit you, Nanna, because you were at the door, but you moved back to Gorbjorn. Those guys' readied actions are fucked. Never mind. Except the guy who.
prepared a
Except
shot.
one guy. One guy gets his readied action going.
No.
Well, that's a good waste of a whole fucking turn.
Yeah, you know when the whole turn get messed up? But one guy is going to get to use his readied action. And it's the guy with the crossbow. He is going to take a shot. Who was he aimed at?
Me.
Yes. Yeah. He's going to take a shot at you. What's your current AC?
17.
He misses. The
Ha
crossbow bolt hits into the wall behind you. That's the end of his turn. You watch Chirm. And it looks like his stupid little brain's thinking.
His stupid little brain.
And his stupid little brain, little light bulb pops up. And he is going to fully reach an arm around, like, inside the cage, and he is going to fully pull Saga into him and have his weapon at the ready. Saga, you're welcome to try and opposed athletics on this.
Bite him! Bite him,
Acrobatics,
Saga!
too.
Oh, yes. I'm going to try to get away. Everything is bad.
Oh, I rolled really bad. I'll just tell you that much.
I think, well, honestly, I think she would just try to chaos bolt him, but, like,
yeah,
everything
bite.
is scary.
yeah. Currently, just because it's you can do opposed athletics on your turn, you can attempt to
Okay.
to magic.
Well, if you're being restrained, you get athletics or acrobatics, but if you want to restrain somebody, it's only athletics.
Oh,
For
so you
some
could.
strange reason.
So she could acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a matter of flexibility, like sliding out of.
No, thank you.
But I always imagine like a rogue would be able to know how to like pin somebody fast. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
I just never understood that rule.
Okay, well, since it's acrobatics, it's an 8. But, you know,
Oh,
He holds you.
honey. God.
yeah.
But you were not far behind him. Like, he's actually shocked about how hard he has to try to hold you in place. And he is going to hold his axe next to Saga's throat.
through the cage.
No.
No, the door's open.
Oh, so he's. I thought he was reaching through the cage.
Well, he kind of like puts his arm up, so he's not fully in the cage. He's like outside, put an arm through at the doorway.
That sounds like he's leaving his flank awfully exposed.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're welcome to attack him if you'd
No,
like to.
murder him, please.
Okay. And he's gonna hold this axe against Saga's throat.
No.
I think we should sit down.
I
My
think
turn.
you should sit the fuck down.
Okay. He seems fully intent on starting to hack at Saga.
No!
Let's
Um,
go.
Not our cinnamon roll! No!
Gorbjorn.
I
You
want
were
to steal his axe.
Yeah, go oppose
Do it!
athletics.
Do
on this
it!
guy.
Do it! Get that axe, boy!
Okay, what do you got?
What do you got?
What do you
What do you got?
Wait, I have a 17.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Fuck!
I have
But
a
you are
second
now
attack.
locked into trying to steal this guy's weapon. He's like, what the fuck? And he's
Yeah! Keep him
So
from hitting
you guys
Saga!
are currently wrestling. Basically, you all are sort of on top of each other. It's everybody's in everybody's space. It's just what it is currently. As you start wrestling for his weapon. Anything else, Gorbjorn? Two
Second
attacks?
attack, two attacks to try to take his weapon.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, I'll
Come
tell
on,
you what I
buddy.
have.
Come on, buddy.
11.
13! Yes! I
You wrench the great axe out of his hand.
Fuck yeah! Oh, yes!
Everybody
Oh,
is starting to see
shit.
how the tables have turned.
How much does it look like he just shat his pants?
He
Like a
doesn't look
lazy
like he's having
Susan
a
up in
good
here.
time. No, it doesn't look like he's happy about what just happened.
Wait, if it's a great axe, how can you hold Saga and have it ready? Like
It
that's a
wasn't
two-hit.
good. It wasn't like he had it like in the. He's just kind of like, listen, I'm doing my best.
I mean, he had a lot of trouble grabbing me, so it
Yeah,
makes
he's
sense.
not. It wasn't the most threatening grabbing of a person.
Gotcha. Well, I got his great axe. and that's
Yeah,
all I
you have his.
want.
Now he has no great axe.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah, he doesn't. He should have thought that through better.
Oh, is this lockpick? You motherfucker!
What?
But it's the axe I bought. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, your axe is named Lockpick?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Axe is named Lockpick?
Yes.
Yeah, because I tore through Bosch's box. It was locked,
Yeah,
so I'm like,
lockpick.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, Jillian's gone.
Oh no, Jillian, come back to us. Jillian, come
DM,
back.
come back. Ooh.
You can blame it all on me.
Once again, I did not recognize that as Baby Come Back, so I don't think we get a copyright strike.
Hooray!
You just sing badly.
The fact
is
that
the
I
goal.
just don't know the melody helps.
Oh, that hurt.
We need to
So I
to
can't hear
sing
you guys,
badly
keep
so
that
we
in
don't get the
mind,
copyright.
but,
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's okay.
Crossbow bolt guy, little smaller, maybe a little smarter, brain a little wrinklier, perhaps.
Slightly more wrinkly.
He takes a look at this situation, and
And
he's
he fucks off.
um
That'd be
exactly. He's going to jump on the free horse, and he's going. He sees the weapon be taken away from this guy. This guy jumps up on a horse, and full sprint on this horse is starting to make his way down the road. So this guy
Towards our destination or away from?
towards.
I don't like that.
He starts going that way, and that is his turn. The archer sees this guy run. There are now no longer any free horses, is the thing. So he's gonna do what he's gotta do, and he's gonna take shots at Gorbjorn. 2 shots. God. 13. 2 13s. Both of them. 2 8s on the dice.
Like
This
his
guy-
hand is still shaking in fear.
Oh yeah, he has like almost no control over his arm now. Unsure of what to do, but he's gonna stand his ground because he doesn't know how fast he can run currently. Horseless. Roshan. You might be muted. I can't hear you.
Just continuous screaming.
Please continue.
So that's a con save for as many
Okay.
as I can get.
All 3 of them succeeded. So what's the half damage?
Yes. So half of 14, 7.
7. Yeah.
Okay.
And nah, it's just continuous screaming.
I imagine the Led Zeppelin.
If you guys get me muted.
No copyright strikes, please.
It's less
They just
than
mute
5
you.
seconds.
They basically just take out a chunk of your audio because they're rude.
It's less than 5 seconds.
They don't care.
Led Zeppelin certainly doesn't care.
Led Zeppelin certainly doesn't care.
It's their lawyers that care.
Fenn, you are up.
Fenn is disheartened and distraught and frustrated, and if he was a barbarian, he'd be enraged, but he's not, and he's just gonna stand up. His hands are bound, and he's and he's just trying his hardest to pull himself out with disadvantage. Athletics.
Oh, come on, buddy.
That's 2 13s, which makes it a 16.
Okay, this time you are just now. It does not loosen, but you can hear the groaning of the wood now. So there's something happening, but you are not free.
All right, so he is heartened by that he's not entirely impotent in this exchange. He's making some sort of impact. And is there anybody that has a bow or a crossbow or anything or drawn at the party?
Yes.
Can I notice who they're aiming at and try my best to position myself between the bolt or
you just
arrow?
don't have enough movement to be able to do that.
Okay, can I bump the person out of the way? Whoever's gonna get aimed at, like, can I use my hips to bump them, like to try and move them?
She's
As a
out.
help action. Okay.
I think at the
She's
most
looking
that
at me
you can do is
deadpan like she
probably
thinks I'm
dodge.
stupid.
Well, like
Well, you can hear because the music goes out.
your movement is 0 and like you are constrained to like not even reaching
Yeah,
out.
Well, there
So
she is.
assuming the
physically
best.
are not in a position to move anybody, take anybody's spot, lean in front of anybody. You are just sort of stuck in this area and focusing on trying to pull this off. You try to lean, but it's just there's no way for you to possibly get in front of anybody.
Okay, so whoever's aiming a bow, just pick one of them. I'm just gonna try and make eye contact with them and go, "Fuck you." That's it.
I just picture all this screaming. It's just like in the background, "Fuck you." Fuck you.
No, big dramatic, scream of trying to break myself free, and then like, okay, I can't get all the way out, but like, look at the person that's gonna aim at somebody and go, "Fuck you, your mother's a whore," and just whatever, just draw that shot from whoever it was intended for.
Okay. Saga.
I can't seem to pull out and the chain, so and this guy grabbed me. I'm going to pray to Lady Satyr and try to, because I think this is Lady Satyr, so I'm gonna try to chaos bolt the guy with the 2nd level again, because it's obviously that's the problem.
Go ahead and roll me religion
Honey.
first, please.
Okay.
I wish I could
Do I have a
help you.
disadvantage on that too? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sadly.
Disadvantage, just assume for most of things in life currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived
so
with disadvantage levels of exhaustion.
6.
Okay, so you're gonna now try and do a chaos bolt.
The working hat class is a.
What level is the chaos bolt?
2nd.
Okay, so my brain's so small, guys.
Mood.
That's true roleplay right there.
But guys, I'm not very smart.
No, you're just immersing yourself in the role. It's very impressive.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate the support.
We love you, Jillian.
So you're saying it's tripled, so it'd be 6?
Yeah. I'm just like, my brain fully stopped. 6. Please
Okay.
roll for wild magic. See if it happens. Good
Oh,
God.
well, that was a 3.
A 3?
Yeah, it was a 3.
Oh, give me wild magic then. What a fun
Well,
day.
you know, I kind of accomplished something in the end, you know?
That's true.
Like, it's alright.
Does wild magic overwrite the old one, or does it just keep adding on?
Right now, it's currently just adding.
Got
I'm
it.
scared,
That's
and let's see what
very-
else.
That's very frightening.
So I'm just gonna send you this in chat
Please do. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky chat.
Sneaky
because it happens my next turn, not this turn.
Okay. I will deal with it then. Tordrick, what would you like to do? Would you like to keep pulling at your chains, or?
Just stop it and begin to pray to see if he can't make connection again. I know he's trapped with his spells, but he's just actually going to pray to see if that's what it takes to make a connection.
Okay. Go ahead and
With the
roll
next
religion
piece.
for me. And holy shit, Saga, that's great.
Yeah, I know.
I'm afraid!
Could you go ahead and roll the number for me and just wait?
Okay.
I'm afraid!
He rolled with disadvantage. He rolled a 12.
12. Okay. As you stop pulling and you start to pray, you know that connection is still inside of you, and you know it's this stupid mark on your face that is blocking you from getting it, like just being able to do something to help. And it almost feels like there's just like a tender touch to your chin, and it's hard to see, and it just sort of turns your head forward. And you can see that somebody's in front of you, and you recognize it as Gorbjorn. And it has you just looking at like the fabric of his pants. And you are close enough to just like put your head against his thigh and just start trying to smear the mark on your face. That there's something to try and just smear this off. But just don't mind me.
Tordrick has no problem doing that.
Don't make it weird,
I
man!
had a
Even his
feeling.
thighs are around my head for like a whole day.
We're
so-
bonded. Tordrick, you lean forward and you just full on, just aggressively just scrape your mouth against just his pants on the side. And you're able to smear your rune.
Yeah!
You can either do a bonus action this round if you want to, like magically inclined, or you can wait till next round and you are ready for magic.
Oh.
And Gorbjorn is fully in touch range. He's right there. Yeah, if anything.
So if I can do if I can do a bonus move or a bonus attack, I'm just gonna, or action. Sorry, I'm gonna do mass healing words, just because I don't know if who's injured that much. So I'm just gonna give everybody a little bit of healing that's close to me.
Okay, so currently from where you are, if you spread out a bit, technically, through just people touching each other, you could heal Roshan, Gorbjorn, and Saga. Those are the
Nice.
people that you
Okay.
could heal in this mass healing word,
Okay.
and yourself, because
Um,
you know you're there if you'd like to.
Right. I think I might do prayer of healing instead.
Okay, doesn't prayer of healing
it's-
take a while to do?
It just it does
10
take
minutes.
10 minutes. He's gonna start that though.
Okay. You're like, I know what I want to do, and you are going to start praying. You're like, you guys got it. And you.
Well,
you're like,
because he feels the connection, so he feels that
okay.
he's got that now. So
Yeah, he's like,
he
I'll get
wants
you
to
guys in a
do
minute.
better.
Perfect. Nanna, you're up.
All right. Let's see. God. Okay, so is the creep still close to Saga, or has Gorbjorn kind of like?
I just took his axe. That's it.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
currently like in the doorway.
Does it look like Gorbjorn could use a hand handling this guy, or does it look like Gorbjorn's got it pretty on lock?
I mean, that's fully up to you. Currently, Gorbjorn has a weapon. Gorbjorn's
He
also
does.
injured, and there's also other
Also
people.
true.
So it's fully up to you what you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get in there close. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to move over towards Fenn and cut the rope between his ankles. You want a hand getting this up or what?
Let's get out of here. Let's get us all out of here.
As best as we can, yes. Do you want my assistance or not?
Just move. Go. Help the rest.
All right, if you're sure. She's going to move over to Saga and use her second attack. She's going to approach kind of carefully because it seems like Saga's kind of out of it a little bit.
Yeah, currently, if you go over there, you're going to be basically in the huddle that is Saga, that guy, and Gorbjorn as you crouch down onto the ground to untie somebody's feet.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's a risk taken knowingly because she wants to be able to help intercept if the guy tries to attack Saga instead of Gorbjorn.
Okay.
Saga's just wiggling like a worm, like all over the place.
It's all right, Saga. It's okay. I'm going to just cut the rope between your feet. I'm just going to cut the rope between your feet.
You're holding a knife, and I'm screaming.
Just the rope between your feet. Just the rope between your feet.
You can see Saga
okay?
goes incredibly pale.
You're all right. You're all right. I'm not going to touch anything else.
All right.
It's okay.
You cut her feet free.
Ah!
I'll add that word.
Oh, okay.
You
just the rope. Just the rope.
Feet.
No, God.
Anything else, Nanna?
Yeah, Nanna's going to sort of, like, try to, like, eyeball how Saga's chain situation is looking. Does it look as though I might be able to, like, on my next turn, try and give it a yank?
It's like any other chain. You can certainly try to pull these chains at any point.
And it's gonna need a full action?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I've used up my 2 attacks for my full action. Can I try, like, going... No, it needs the full action to get that off.
Action, yeah.
God, fine. I have no bonus actions. That's it.
Cool. These guys are gonna roll to make choices.
Make good ones.
They wouldn't be here if they had.
2 of the guys are like, it's not fucking worth it. This isn't fucking worth it.
You bet it's not.
And they are going to run around back to the front, and they are going to both use their actions to unhook, like, pull out the joint that is holding the cage to the cart, and, like, fully train separate you guys. And they are going to climb back up into the front. The guy who's partially in the cage with you sees this happen, realizes that on his own, doesn't matter how chained up you guys are, you guys can do magic now. This guy has his weapon. He is going to... He's gonna disengage. As big and beefy as this guy is, he freaks out and he's like, not fucking worth it, fuck this. And they're like, Chirm, get on the fucking cart. And Chirm runs full speed after disengaging, and he hops back up on the cart, and the other guy just hi-ya to the horses, and the archer looks at them like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Here, wait, so there's like a cart, and then there's the slave kind of like.
Yeah, it's kind of like you guys are like.
We're like a trailer hitch.
Of it, but you guys are sort of like an attachable piece, a detachable piece.
I got that.
Just little wheels on the back. When this thing pulls away and separates, it's kind of like you guys all tilt this way as the cart is unbalanced. So it's like people standing certainly get jostled. This archer sees the horses starting to go in his, is it his turn? Not yet. Gorbjorn, it's your turn before him. There's just this guy standing out there.
How far away is the cart right now?
The cart is currently, for you to get to it.
Have to get out of the cage.
Because they use their action to like unhitch us kind of thing. So I'm wondering if they could like move it at all.
They have not moved very far. They are basically within like 30 feet. To
well,
like not get on there, but to be next to it.
Well, I have 40 feet and a great axe.
Yeah, bitch! Get it! No, Jillian, come back! Don't push your glasses up at us all evil mastermindy like.
Oh, and she's totally doing the anime. Like,
Yes.
Just according to Keikaku.
Yeah.
Editor's note, Keikaku means plan. That brought her back.
Then we did it.
So I can't hear anything, so I'm gonna talk for a minute, and then I'll tell you guys when I can hear you, and then
Can you hear me?
Gorbjorn, you could tell
Can
me
you-
what you did, and I'm sure
Can you hear me?
it'll be great.
Can you hear
Just
me?
need a moment.
Can you hear
Just
me?
of me talking to myself.
Can you
All right,
hear
I'm
me?
back.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
good.
So I can get within range of like the horses and everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the horses.
Hell yeah. Kill
Okay.
these horses.
There was an anime villain laugh too.
Jesus, it was.
Listen,
That's way over 20. Do I need to do damage?
you certainly kill these fucking
Because
horses.
I have like an it's an 18 natural, so it's like a 15 plus whatever damage I roll.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure with your 2 attacks, you can probably kill both of their
Yeah,
fucking.
that second attack was a 19.
Holy
You-
shit.
Run out screaming around to the front, murder these horses with this man's great axe. These
I'm gonna look at Chump, and I'm just gonna scream, "Where my gold?"
and that is where we are going to stop for today.
Perfect! God, Jillian, you're killing me! It is perfect, but
I am not in charge of time. I cannot control the time. I'm
lies!
DM can control anything.
I have
Yeah,
no
exactly.
power.
You can't fool me.
Oh no, my power.
It hasn't been 3 hours. No.
No way.
No.
It's been 2.5 hours. Actually, it's almost been 3 hours.
Roll.
No, lies.
Listen, it is what it is, guys. We'll talk about it next time. Thank you all so much for being here with us and watching us just be honestly idiots for the past
Fucking moths.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots for
Big
2.5
ol'
hours.
idiots. That's
Is
what you
it felt
come
like.
here for, though, right? That's what
I'm
you
sure-
come here for.
They come
you know
here
your
for
tastes.
the rules and for us to be stupid, and that's
Yes.
what we do.
Yes, exactly.
We
That's
educate,
what we provide.
and then we take those IQ points away.
Yes.
Speaking of, I should have to add another charge of rage if we don't count as me licking Roshan's face as an attack.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
do,
not-
frankly.
It's
I
an
felt
attack
attacked.
on the senses. We're all emotionally attacked.
So I don't need to expend a second rage. Okay, got it.
So yeah, you guys, we are here always same time, same place every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Certainly come back and join us.
You can't miss this quality content, folks.
Honestly, you just have to come back to see what's gonna happen to Saga and Saga's turn. Honestly,
I'm so
that's
afraid.
why I'd want to tune in.
I'm so afraid.
Hey Frank, would you like to tell us what's happening on Tuesday if the elements permit?
Right. We'll be playing Legends of Thea Adventure Stream. We'll be doing that around 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern. Crew's going to be leveling up tomorrow. We're going to talk about characters and how they progressed since we started, and maybe get back into the story a little bit too.
Hell yeah! It's nice how Frank will let his people level up, and you guys will level up over my dead body.
We're working on it. We're trying.
You guys, honestly, you guys have been in so many combats. I'm just gonna have to check that experience.
Please.
No matter how much I don't want to, you gotta follow the rules sometimes.
Over Abe's dead body.
Literally over all of these dead bodies. And also
Right.
And horses.
and so are horse bodies. There's just one living horse. Like, oh, I'm glad you took me and we ran. Jesus. If you're interested in something a little different, every Saturday we have Spooky Scary Horror Saturdays. Last week was Vampire the Masquerade. If you're interested in that, also this week, because they alternate, we have Call of Cthulhu, the 11th Hour, Mask of Narlethatep. That was so close to the pronunciation. Hell
It
yeah.
really was. You've been improving.
Yeah, I
You've
gave
been
you
improving.
Hell yeah. And I'm sure somebody in the chat, the one person who signed in right now to be like, how fucking dare you pronounce it
fucking
so
nerds
bad?
say it.
Nylartha Hotep, whatever. But
Ew.
currently we're on a bit of an investigation, and we are following those clues and tracking down them trails. So if you're interested in something a little spooky, you can join us every Saturday for something a little different.
It'll be so much fun.
Once again, we really appreciate you guys being here, even if it just is. This episode seemed like a fever dream.
It
Because
kind
I-
of did.
Kind of honestly was.
It pretty much was.
I don't know
I
what else to
believe
say
that.
about it. So thank you guys so much. We will see you next Monday. If you want to see some art or keep up with us, go to @BacksOfGods on Instagram and Twitter. Did all the things, figured it out, said all the stuff. If that's it, which I believe it is, good night.
Thanks for joining us.